Hello, everyone, and welcome to the After Ever After podcast, the show where we like to look at what life was truly like after ever after. My name is Andy, and I'm joined as always by James, my co-host.
Hello, how are you, Andy?
I'm good. I'll give you a rundown of what my days look like. So we're on a bank holiday weekend. It's Saturday. I've been at work. I was meant to finish at 12:30. I ended up finishing at 2:30. I get home. I watch The Rescuers 1. I watch The Rescuers 2 straight after.
Yeah.
I come upstairs, I start my laptop, and we're here. So that's been my day. It's been a very back-to-back day.
What a day for you. Well, I watched this a few days ago. We organised to do it, and then things got a little bit too late, and I had to ask to postpone. But we're here. We're here, and all's good. We've both watched The Rescuers, and we're ready to fucking talk about it, baby.
So how's your day? Have you had a less rescuing day then?
I have had a less rescuing day. Most of the day was just spent tidying the house, which is not very interesting.
Okay.
But we do it at the start of the weekend, and then we don't have to worry about anything after for the rest of it.
So that makes sense.
We can just do whatever. So we went for a little dander with the dogs. Watched a little bit of TV, nothing super interesting, but it's been a nice chill one. I've been mellowing and letting my thoughts about The Rescuers marinate. So I'm excited. I'm really excited to talk about it.
One could say that you tidying the house at the beginning of the weekend is you rescuing the rest of the weekend from yourself.
Oh my goodness! Tying it all back. It's like we've not had a break. We're so good at this.
Well, because we're not rusty at all, we both know the next thing we'd like to do before we talk about The Rescuers, we're going through the Disney films chronologically from Snow White all the way to whatever the hell came out last. Zootopia, maybe, too?
Yeah.
And as we pass the movies that weren't fortunate enough to get a sequel or were fortunate enough to not have a sequel...
Yeah.
We like to look at the ones that didn't get one and just see, did they continue in any other ways? Because there's some weird little ways that they do like to continue sometimes. So the last time we talked about a Disney sequel was The Jungle Book 2.
It was, yeah.
So I don't know if you remember when we were discussing it. The Jungle Book was one of the last films, or was the last film, sorry, that Walt Disney himself worked on.
Yes.
After The Jungle Book, we've got a bit of a weird little thing where Disney seems to be finding its footing as a studio without Walt at the helm.
Right.
So Jungle Book came out in 1967, and 3 years later we get The Aristocats. So there's a bit of a gap there.
3 years, bloody hell. They they definitely took their time. It must have been so difficult. The head of your company, the person that your entire company is named after, has fucked off and frozen himself. It must have been like pandemonium in the offices.
Yeah.
The fact that even 3 years later they actually managed to get a film out is pretty impressive. Was it in production before he died, or was it like...
I think Jungle Book was in production while he died.
Right, okay.
So I think there's elements of that which you wouldn't have seen finished. I could be wrong on that.
Yeah.
When did Walt Disney die? 1966. Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Fair.
So I don't think he had anything to do with this one. And to be honest, I know of it. I don't know if I've ever seen The Aristocats.
I was going to say it's...
Aristocats, how we pronounce it.
It's one of those ones where I confused... I think we mentioned this on the Lady and the Tramp episode, but I thought that the two Siamese cats were from Aristocats. So I'd always thought that I had seen it, but then it was just Lady and the Tramp that I'd actually seen. So I don't think I've seen it either, which is, say the line, Bart. James hasn't seen it, obviously. Come on.
This one's not super interesting on how it continued. It's a bit of it's a tale as old as time with this one. So it was meant to get
Beauty and the Beast reference. Let's fucking go!
Woo! It was meant to get a sequel. when along came John Lasseter's guillotine. So to catch anyone up who hasn't been following along, Disney were doing loads of these sequels, and then at the time where John Lasseter, who was running Pixar, became like the Disney head, he cut the cord on a lot of these sequels that were just getting churned out. The weird thing with Aristocats is it was going to be 2D, and then it was going to be like a CG one. Like, I think they were going to start making the steps into like just computer animating them, and then removing like the one charm that these sequels actually have.
Wait, sorry, you mean the sequel to Aristocats, not
the cancelled sequel? Yeah, sorry.
I thought you meant they were gonna 3D animate in what 1970 whatever
67 or something.
Oh my god.
We do know a bit of the plot of Aristocats 2. You won't believe this. It's going to be about, or was going to be about, the main cat's child. They've done it again.
Oh my god! And we know how well those do. They are the best ones.
Every single one of these fucking films is just a circle.
Oh my god.
Definitely glad we don't have to do this one.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't remember. I don't know anything about the first one, really.
Nope.
I know the song. I can't imagine this sequel would have been any good.
I have no idea. I genuinely, it just... I don't know. It's never appealed to me, Aristocats, so maybe I'll watch it one day.
No, me neither.
Probably not.
That's not the only way this was going to continue that got cancelled, because it was also going to get a live-action remake, which, again, got cancelled. So this one, we do know a little bit about, not like a whole lot. So with the live-action remake even, it was going to be directed by Questlove, who is the drummer for the band The Roots. It's not as...
What?
He does have some sort of history in films, but not a whole lot, I don't think. Like, I think he's like directed a couple documentaries maybe.
Oh, fair.
It's an odd choice. It's a very, very, very odd choice either way. And it just didn't happen. I think it was gestating for about 3 years, and then it just nothing.
That's wild. Have you, just completely unrelated, have you seen his signature? If you go on his Wikipedia page, please. It's so good.
What the fuck is that?
It's like a little...
It's just a smiley face?
It's like a little drawing of himself with an afro, but it's also the Q. That's so genius.
It's the Q.
I love that.
That's mad.
That's
it looks like it takes so long to sign anything.
Oh, honestly. Just wait, I need to get the eyes right.
That's pretty much it for Aristocats.
Yeah? What's next?
So after Aristocats, they went and made Robin Hood.
Oh, yeah.
So this is 1973 we're on now. So this is 6 years after The Jungle Book. And it's still... one of the things that sticks in my head with Robin Hood is because I think in my head it should be closer to Jungle Book because there's so much animation reused from it. Baloo dancing is in it. Of
course, yeah.
One of the villains is just the villain from Jungle Book. One of them he's called Sir Hiss the Snake, and it's just literally Car.
No way.
Like, it looks exactly the same.
That's so weird. That's so odd. I wonder if it was one of those things where they were like, maybe after Disney died, they were like, people didn't trust the studio or something like that. They were like, I'm not going to animate you because the big boss isn't there anymore, so I'm not going to do that. So then they're like
Disney Civil War.
Yeah, exactly. So they're going to, they had a drought of animators maybe, and then they were just like, right, what can we quickly redraw to get this film over the line kind of thing. That's so interesting though. I find it fascinating when they reuse stuff. It's like, what was it? Was it Fantasia 2000 that used the same rain? Or was it... No, it was...
Yeah.
Oh, no. It was Bambi's rain, wasn't it? And then they used it in Fantasia 2000. Wild. So weird.
It's so strange.
It's so interesting.
But the weirder thing with Robin Hood, I think, is that it feels to me like something that opens itself up for sequels.
Yeah, you could do...
not any.
Like a Merry Men... sequel, like spin-off kind of thing. You could do something
like
about
that new Hugh Jackman one, The Death of Robin Hood.
Yeah,
you could do that really
100%.
dark and gritty thing
like
with the fox.
really, really realistic looking fox, like just going around ripping out people's gullets.
Well, speaking of realistic looking foxes, in April 2020, they were gonna start doing a live action CGI Robin Hood thing.
I'm just gonna say, I don't think there was one thing that they didn't consider for a live action remake. You know what I mean? They were just like, what's that? Is that old? Remake it. Let's go. They did fucking Dumbo. You know, it's like they're gonna do.
Yeah.
They don't give a shit. They were just gonna do whatever, and then someone was like, maybe we shouldn't be doing these.
Well, the reason that someone that said that was the entire general audience.
That's very true.
The reason I mentioned the date there specifically is because this is one of the ones as well where they started like really churning everything out for Disney Plus. So this was going to be one of those ones, just straight to Disney Plus. That was the one where it was like in America, because we got it later, but in America, the first you sign up to Disney Plus, I think it was like, you want to watch something exclusive, you can watch The Mandalorian, or you can watch Lady and the Tramp. That's it.
Everyone just clicks on Mandalorian, like, yes.
We haven't made the Gaston prequel series yet. Just give us a minute. But that's pretty much it for Robin Hood. It's a little bit of a dull one for poor little Robin.
Yeah. What's next? What came after?
The next one is a film which people may be familiar with, called The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh.
Oh.
And if you're listening, you might be thinking, Andy, James, I'm sure that film has many a sequel. And you'd be right. It does have many a sequel.
Many a sequel.
Well, it depends who you ask. You might think you're right, but we think you're wrong. So
yeah. Fucking smarten up, idiot.
This is something we discussed when we were doing the podcast, because Winnie the Pooh has a plethora of sequels that we could do week after week after week.
We would literally be here for just like the rest of our lives.
I don't even like Winnie the Pooh that much.
Luke Thomas is seething at the minute. He is foaming at the mouth.
I think I like this one movie that we're talking, like Many Adventures, when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
And that was it. But we kind of discussed the same way we didn't do Tinkerbell for Peter Pan. The way this continues isn't like sequels. It's not like this is the next step of Winnie the Pooh's character arc and this is the next bit of the story. It's more just like anthology kind of series, really, isn't it? It's just like here's a different story, and here's a different story, and here's a different story. But we'll quickly run through what was there, because there are quite a lot. So you got Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh in 1977. Same year as the Star Wars.
Crazy.
You got the Tigger movie all the way in the year 2000. And then you got Piglet's Big Movie in 2003. Pooh's Heffalump movie in 2005. Winnie the Pooh in 2011, which was 2D animated. And Christopher Robin was a live-action version of it in 2018.
Oh wait, no. I'm thinking.
James is just
no. I was thinking.
James has just imitated blowing the back of his skull out with a gun.
I was thinking of the fucking Goodbye Christopher Robin film.
What's the other one? Oh, Goodbye Christopher Robin.
Yeah.
What was that one? Why did they make two of these movies at the same time?
No, it was the Domhnall Gleeson being depressed about Winnie the Pooh and all of that, and it was.
Oh, that one didn't have Winnie the Pooh, did it?
No, it didn't. That's why I did the... Because I was like, what a fucking dour film. I barely remember
that
it.
One
I remember
was,
going to the cinema and being like, yeah, Winnie the Pooh, Christopher Robin. And I came out and I was like, what the fuck? Bring me back my childhood, please.
I think that one was about the creation of Winnie the Pooh. That's like about the author itself.
Yeah.
And then just normal Christopher Robin, hello Christopher Robin, is Ewan McGregor as an older actual Christopher Robin.
Yeah.
And then Winnie the Pooh's there in all his mates. I've seen that. I kind of like that, actually. It was cute.
I haven't seen it, but I've heard good things.
I think you'd enjoy it.
I think so.
But then, that doesn't sound like that many. You might be thinking, well, you're just cowards, actually. But that's like the theatrical release ones. So here's the direct-to-video ones. Bearing in mind, direct-to-videos are fucking bread and butter over here, so we would have to do these. You have Pooh's Grand Adventure.
Oh, God.
Pooh's Grand Adventure, The Search for Christopher Robin, 1997. Seasons of Given, 1999. The Book of Pooh, Stories from the Heart, 2001. A Very Merry Pooh Year, 2002. Springtime with Roo, 2004. Pooh's Heffalump Halloween Movie, 2005. Super Sleuth Christmas Movie, 2007. That one's interesting because it doesn't actually mention that it's Winnie the Pooh in the title. It's just Super Sleuth Christmas Movie.
What the fuck?
If you put it on, it would be like, oh, this is fucking Winnie the Pooh. This is Sherlock Holmes. In 2009, we've got Tigger and Pooh and a Musical 2. And in 2010, we have Super Duper Super Sleuths. Again, no mention in the title that it's actually Winnie the Pooh.
If we had to do these, let us know if you want us to do them. Maybe we'll do a special of all of them.
We don't.
And we have to keep it.
No.
We watch every single one. We have to keep the podcast to an hour. That would be really funny.
Because there's also... So here's the list of short film specials and featurettes.
No,
Winnie the
there's
Pooh and
more.
the Honey Tree. Winnie the Pooh and the Blustery Day. Winnie the Pooh and Tigger 2. Winnie the Pooh Discovers the Seasons. Winnie the Pooh and A Day for Eeyore. Cartoon All-Stars to the Rescue. That's an animated drug prevention one. Winnie the Pooh and Christmas 2. Pooh to You 2. Winnie the Pooh. A Winnie the Pooh Thanksgiving. A Valentine for You. Well, these are the TV shows now. Welcome to Pooh Corner. The New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. Welcome to Pooh Corner. That's such a good name for a team. The Book of Pooh. My friends Tigger and Pooh. Played it with Winnie the Pooh. Me and Winnie the Pooh. There's also video games.
Oh my fucking God. Can they chill out?
Winnie the Pooh in the 100-Acre Wood, Tigger's Honey Hunt, Winnie the Pooh Adventures in the 100-Acre Wood, Pooh's Party Game in the Search of Treasure, Piglet's Big Game, Winnie the Pooh's Rumbly Tumbly Adventure. Ready to read with Pooh, ready for math with Pooh, discover learning Winnie the Pooh, Pooh's Honey Trouble, Winnie the Pooh's Home Run Derby.
You can do the podcast on your own from now on.
There's also theme park attractions, more songs from Pooh's Corner was a children's music album. There's a magazine that sold millions of copies. There's a musical adaptation that was on Broadway. I think that about covers it. And then he's probably in Kingdom Hearts as well.
Oh yeah, he's definitely in Kingdom Hearts. I think I broke Andy with that burp.
Oh.
Jesus,
This is
Christ.
probably Disney's most milked franchise ever.
Holy shit! Talk about beating a fucking dead horse. Christ. Yeah, let's move on from fucking Pooh's Magic Corner or whatever the fuck it was called. What was after Winnie the Pooh?
The Rescuers.
Hey! We're finally here.
We made it. This. Funny enough, after all those big gaps as well, Rescuers is also 1977 as well, so
Yeah,
same year as
crazy.
the first Winnie the Pooh.
Same year as Star Wars, as you said to me. Well, as you said on here as well.
Yeah, unreal, innit?
That's
Like,
wild. I said
I just can't imagine like being another film in the year that Star Wars comes out. You're like, what the fuck do we even do?
Yeah.
Do you reckon there's any like creatives, like a director or a producer or something that just hung themselves after Star Wars came out because they're just like, there's nothing we can do.
Oh my god! Like we just can't compare. Funk.
It's over.
Jesus Christ.
Maybe bigging up Star Wars too much, but it did change everything.
It really did. It changed a lot. It really did. Anyway, should we get talking about the Rescuers? Yeah.
Yeah, so before we get to the sequel, which is a little bit later in the timeline, we've got the first Rescuers in
The
1977.
OG.
James, I believe you've got some details for us about the production of this.
Andy, I'm going to shock you here and say that I've got all of the stuff for the sequel and nothing for this.
Oh no. Okay, I've got some stuff quickly.
Yeah, because usually we just do it for the
Right, I've got
sequel,
it.
don't we? But if you've got stuff, yeah.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. You know what? I'll list a couple of this stuff.
Yeah.
Because there's one I wrote down actually. So the Rescue is 1977. Obviously, it's been successful. But I mean, to be honest, is this your first time watching the Rescuers?
I have never seen this. I was chatting to my partner as well, and I was talking about it because, bless her, she was working. I was downstairs doing my work in big quotation marks of watching this. And I was chatting to her about it, and I was like, "Have you ever seen it?" And she was like, "Nope, never even heard of it." Yeah, I didn't realize this was Disney, to be honest. Until we, mentioned that we were going to do it, I was like, I would never have thought that this was Disney. But yeah. What about you? What's your history with? Never even seen it.
Nothing.
Yeah.
I think my sister watched it, but I heard it. I knew it. I knew of it. I knew it was Disney, but
it's
not. It didn't really appeal to me either.
I don't think it appealed to me. But
like even when we were doing this, and I was looking down the list, and I was like,
can't be
a bit of a
bothered.
bum week that week.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Yeah, I thought the same. I was like, man, this is gonna be a little bit of a crap watch. This is lovely.
It's interesting you say you didn't think it was Disney though, because I don't know if you noticed in the opening credits, Don Bluth's credited on this. So he was one of the lead animators, and for anyone who doesn't know Don Bluth, he's essentially a successful animator who eventually made his own studio, and he directed things like Land Before Time, All Dogs Go to Heaven, Anastasia,
American Tail,
stuff like
Secret
that. So
of Nim,
American Tail, yeah,
Thumbelina as well.
yeah. So that might be part of it. It might feel a bit more like one of those films than this one, even though he didn't direct this. Because this is directed by Wolfgang Reitherman, who's done like a few of the normal Disney ones, but it seems like Don Bluth did have like a decent thing to do with it.
Yeah.
But there is also in the opening credits, I noticed Ron Clements is credited on it, who is a big Disney sort of guy to come up. Not quite yet, but when we get to the 90s, he was the director of The Little Mermaid and Aladdin, and later he did like Moana. So this must be one of the earlier films he was working on.
Wow. That's so cool.
So it seems to be quite important to a few big names in the animation industry.
Yeah.
As the start of their careers.
Oh, that's sick. Oh, I love that. That's really nice. But yeah, what did you think of the Rescuers for your penultimate proper watch?
It was okay.
Oh.
I thought it was really, really slow and boring, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, there was something about it when it started, and it just wasn't clicking for me. I don't know what it was. It was like, oh, the mice are going here, and then they have a little meeting. It's just, and it's like all these like character archetypes you've always seen. And like, it opens great. It opens with, it looks like paintings as the background, to the point where you can see the detail in the canvases and stuff.
It's fucking,
and I was like, ooh, this is gonna be beautiful,
gorgeous. I kind of wish that they had used canvas for the backgrounds, because that whole intro is unbelievable, and that intro song as well, it sounded very in parts it sounded very like Bond song-esque. It was a really really good song,
like one of the Craig ones where it's sad and mopey,
yeah,
as opposed to like live and let die.
Yeah, 100%. But it was really cool. There was like some parts where the music built up so much. I was like, fucking hell, James Bond coming around the corner. What's going on? I feel differently to you. I really enjoyed this. I thought this was wonderful.
Really?
Yeah, I thought it was really, really cute and a very nice film. And I think
I wish I loved it.
Yeah, because producer Jordan is quite fond of this film as well. I think I messaged him and he said, and I was talking about how cute it was. And he was saying, it's been a while, but he thought the same when he watched it, and he thought it was really, really cute. I don't know, this really, it really hit. I found it really funny. I found it really touching. I thought that the villain was really interesting. She was like a dime store Cruella de Vil, but I thought that the lady that did her, the villain's name is Madame Medusa, and she's a very kind of basic villain. She's got one goal, and that's it. But money, and also negging children. But yeah, so it was Geraldine Page who played her. Phenomenal. She was so good, and I'm really surprised, and I can't remember. I'm gonna have to have a look at it now, but I'm surprised that she wasn't kind of a Disney mainstay for a few years. She did pass away in 1987, so it makes sense. But this was the only Disney film she was in. But she has such a good voice. And such a good villain voice as well. It feels like Disney would have, got her back for so much, sort of like a Cruella de Vil-esque kind of villain voice. But I thought she was fantastic in this, and the rest of the cast were really good as well. The Papa Elf from Elf. Couldn't believe that
Bob Newhart.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that he was in it.
Yeah, he was good as Bernard as well.
Bernard. Yeah.
So he's like the male main mouse rescuer.
He is, and then the female is
hot as fuck. The female is what is she called?
I've forgotten.
What is she fucking called? I've just watched these two movies.
I know.
Bianca. Miss Bianca.
Miss Bianca, that's it.
Yeah.
Played by
Eva Gabor.
Yes. Hungarian.
She has a great voice.
Yeah, she's great. I think she's wonderful as well.
Yeah, goddamn, what a cool voice. It's very 1970s socialite, like, I don't know, like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, as soon as you hear her voice, you know exactly what she looks like.
Yeah, 100%. I totally agree. Yeah, she's fantastic in this, and yeah, I totally agree. She's got such an interesting voice, and it's another one. Well, actually, I was gonna say it's a shame she wasn't in a lot of other stuff. She was in Aristocats, and obviously she reprises her role in the sequel, which was a nice surprise when that came about. Yeah,
we don't get that much on this show.
We don't, and that's one of the things that we'll get to it. I'm not going to mention it now. We'll get to it. I really enjoyed this, and I was kind of shocked when I was going through the Letterboxd reviews after I'd watched it. Quite a lot of people don't really rate this. They're in a similar camp to you, where it's like it's fine.
Yeah.
And then there's a few that are just like, this is boring. I don't like it. One of the standout cast in the first one is Penny. And I didn't realize the kid. I did not realize until I looked it up. She's the kid from Airplane that says, "I like my coffee."
I've not seen that.
What? Andy, you haven't seen it?
No.
Oh my god.
Which kid is it? Because everyone else will have seen it.
Yeah, so it's the kid that says, I like my coffee like I like my men. Black.
I think I've seen that clip. I think I've seen that like on Instagram or something like that.
Genuinely,
I know what you mean.
oh god, honestly, I found that out and I was oh my god! I ran upstairs to tell my partner as well, and I was like, "Oh my god, the kid in this is the kid from Airplane." But yeah, it was crazy. But yeah, I thought this was really fun. Shout out to the diamond getting scene because that was so good.
Oh yeah,
it was really.
Before we do that, sorry.
Tense.
Something we haven't done is the plot. So we've got our main characters there. So it's basically this world where some animals can talk and some people can hear them. It's undisclosed on why some can't, but whatever. It's mice have this little thing where they have a little rescue service. So it's like representatives from all the globe. It's like the UN of mice, and like they find someone's in need, and they'll be like, "We'll go get them."
And it's basically it's in the UN, isn't it? Like the UN are there.
Yes, yeah.
You've got all these very realistically animated humans, and then there's like a little crack in the wall, and all the mice go down, and it's the mice version of the UN.
Mice UN, yeah. But they just save people, which is cute. So this little kid, Penny's been stolen. She's an orphan, and the Madame Medusa's kidnapped her to help her get this diamond. She sends a message in a bottle saying help, so the mice go help her. Shenanigans ensue. There's not really much plot, is there? They go to save the kidnapped kid.
Yeah, there's not loads. There's like some good set pieces and stuff like that, but it's I understand it. It is relatively plot light. But I really enjoyed it. I thought the animation was phenomenal.
Oh, no, yeah. I don't think you don't need a lot of a plot for something like this. No. It's just basically like this kid's in need, go rescue her.
But yeah, I understand it. It is very basic. But I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a fun little romp. And with it being one that I haven't seen, maybe it was a little bit more interesting to me. And not really knowing what to expect and all of this. I thought the crocodiles were fun. The setting in the bayou was beautiful, like really eerie but really gorgeous, like swamp atmosphere and stuff like that. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. And yeah, so towards the end, basically Madame Medusa kidnaps the kid because she wants the kid to go down into a hole where supposedly a pirate's treasure is, and the kid has to go and find the diamond. And that whole scene, you've got the two mice, Bernard and what the fuck's her name? Miss Bianca, down there with Penny trying to find this diamond, and slowly the hole is like filling up with water, and it's so tense and really beautifully animated as well. That was definitely my favorite scene in the film.
I agree. Yeah. There is like a kind of traditional Disney climaxy bit after where some animals chase Madame blah blah blah, and but that bit in the cave was like, it's pretty much the
peak,
the climax.
It's so good. Really, really good. And then, you get the obligatory, we're going to be wacky, and we've got the, she's got her Cruella de Vil kind of mental mode of transport, which is like an airboat with a fucking jet engine on it.
Oh, yeah.
So she's going around on that, trying to catch Penny and the mice and stuff like that. And obviously our rescuers win, and they rescue Penny, and they take her back, and then she gets a family, and it's very nice and wholesome.
I will say, based on what you were saying before about the kid from Airplane, you can tell straight away this is a kid, and that's not like a criticism. It just is a kid's voice.
Yes.
And it does kind of like bring this eerie not eerie, but like I keep seeing people saying this one's dark, and I didn't think it was dark, with the sole exception of when it's a little kid in that kind of situation. She was really good at acting like scared and terrified in the cave and that. And it was a bit like, this is a bit like it is a bit more unnerving than just like an adult being like, "Oh no," you know what I mean? Like putting on a kid's voice.
Yeah, very true. Like, is it like when they used to do psychological?
It does sound like a little 6-year-old.
Yeah, when they used to do like psychological experiments and actually do like fucked up shit to people. Is it one of those cases where they were just like going up to this kid going, "Ooh, act scared, boo, boo, boo," locking her in a box and recording her.
I also didn't realize until the very end. It's literally the end of the movie. She gets adopted and she's on the news and she's like, "I just want to shout out my boys,
my homies,
Bernard and Bianca. They're talking mice." And the newscaster's like, "Talking mice? What are you talking about?" And then this is the end of the movie and I was like, wait, not everyone can hear them?
Yeah.
It never came up until that point.
It is really interesting that is like, do you reckon it's like kids that believe in magic and shit like that, or do you reckon it's just like
I have no idea,
absolutely no impact?
I didn't. Maybe it's like you've got to have the shining or something like that. Like,
you gotta have the shinin.
Like the cat's not actually talking to the girl. The cat's just sat staring at her, and then the girl's mind's just like, "You can hear me, can't you?"
It's just like a kid
It.
having fucking psychosis and just schizophrenia. Just like, yes, Mittens, I will do that for you.
You know something I really weirdly liked about this though?
What?
It's gonna sound stupid. I didn't really care for the villain. I thought she was a bit wishy-washy. Discount. We got Cruella at home.
True.
The actress did fine, but I didn't care enough.
Boo.
But weirdly, something I kind of liked was almost like a lack of forced conflict. Like,
yeah.
I think if you made this film now, the situation would be Bernard's a little tubby janitor mouse and Bianca's this like fabulous diva mouse. And it'd be like, "Oh, I don't want to be with you. I'm above you. Oh, we're actually, we'll be friends now," and all. The butt heads at the beginning. But just from the beginning, they have this really lovely chemistry together. They're both really nice to each other.
Yeah, and like Bernard's, he's not even like a representative at the Mouse UN. He's like the kind of doorman, janitor kind of thing. But then he gets sent with Bianca for some reason.
Yeah, because she asks for him.
Yeah,
she likes him
exactly, and it's just
and
nice.
Even that, I thought it was going to be like there's going to be conflict where like all the because it's every other man mouse is like, "I want to go with Bianca."
Oh,
let me go.
Go on.
She's the hot mouse.
Yeah.
She's portrayed as the hot mouse at the beginning.
Yeah.
But no, it's just like she's like, "I want to go with that guy," and it's like, "All right,
cool, yeah,
do it then.
Go for it.
Sick,
have fun."
There was a weird bit at the end where they're in that little cave, and the water started coming up and up and up, and it washes the treasure's hidden in a skull, so the mice are in this little skull, and it gets washed.
Yeah,
and the mice start shouting, "Penny, help us! Penny, Penny!" Like, "You're the fucking rescuers. She's 6. You should go down with the skull. You shouldn't be letting her come get you."
Penny, climb over this perilous gap that is essentially a black hole to nowhere, where you will definitely die if you fall into it. And then as she's going over, one of them's like, "Penny, no! Make up your mind!"
Do you have anything else on this one?
No, I think I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a lovely little time. I thought the voice actors were great. The story could be improved, but yeah, I thought it was lovely. I thought it was really nice. Oh, Geraldine Page was married to Rip Torn.
You sorry little ingrates. I love that guy.
I knew you'd like that. But yeah, found that in my research. But yeah, that's all. I'm happy. Moving on.
Well, I've got a couple of trivia bits for this. So this one was actually going to get a TV show spin-off before, I think it was before Down Under. So that was almost the way that discontinued instead. It was going to be like, about like Bernard and Bianca as rescue rangers, but they reworked that and put 2 different characters in instead.
Why does this ring a bell? What is it?
Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers.
Oh shit! No way! Really?
Yeah.
That's wild.
That's such a fun little one. But yeah, this I mentioned at the beginning of this, Don Bluth is credited on it, and it's part of like his early career. It's also the reason he didn't stick with Disney. Like for example, like you would notice that the characters' eyes didn't have the full white of their eyes colored in, and the reason was because it was too expensive. They looked into it and it wasn't that expensive. So he went back to management and he's just like, look, we can do it this way. It's actually not expensive at all. And they're just like, shut up and follow orders. And he's just like, fuck this, I'm out. Yeah,
Fucking
very
hell.
short-lived career at Disney there.
That's crazy. Yeah, really weird. Really strange.
And the only other one I quickly had was just, we were joking before that, like, what do you even fucking do when you bring out the Rescuers against Star Wars? But in some territories, this made more than Star Wars. France, Germany.
No fucking way. No way. What? That's mad.
Actually, no. There is one more bit of trivia I found, which I think you will really like. It's on my phone somewhere.
Yes.
So, Madame Medusa, the villain of the movie, the hideous villain who kidnaps an orphan child for financial gain and then threatens to kill her, was based on one of the crew's wife at the time. So it was based on animator's wife called Phyllis. He based this really horrible character off her, and then 1 year after the Rescues come out, they're divorced.
Oh my god. That's so mean.
She's like,
Holy
she's not even like a funny villain.
She's
She's not
horrible.
even like Captain Hook or something.
No, she's just awful. Oh my god, that is fucking. Oh, I know what my wife will love. I'll fucking animate this horrible bitch after her. The fuck? That's crazy. I mean, totally understandable that they're divorced afterwards. Jesus.
God.
That was...
Now today we need you to animate a real piece of shit. Just an absolute...
He's like, say less. Say less. I got you, fam.
I have one final bit of insane trivia for the Rescuers. I think this is the weirdest trivia of any Disney film ever. And you probably remember it, but you may not remember it right now. But as soon as I tell you, I think you'll remember it. So, The Rescuers is a movie, when it came out on VHS, it had to get recalled. And that's because it turned out that back in 1977, for some reason, some animator added a frame of a topless lady in the window of a New York skyscraper as the Rescuers are flying on the back of a seagull, pelican,
Albatross.
Albatross, that's it. So it's about 2 frames, and when we say frames, like if you consider films 24 frames per second, that's how minuscule this is in the thing. But it goes on VHS, and a couple of days later, it's found. Like, I don't know how they found it, but they did. It must have just been like a flicker and like boop, and someone's just like, what the fuck was that? And they come back and freeze frame it, and I'm like, is that a goddamn titty?
Is that a pair of goddamn titties?
And it is so weird, because who the hell would do this? Who would put a naked woman in a child's movie? It is so weird. And there's a lot of things where it's like people will say, oh, this thing on the VHS cover of The Little Mermaid looks like a penis. Oh, it sounds like in Aladdin, it sounds a little bit like the tiger saying, take off your clothes, and stuff like this at one point. This is just actually there. This isn't like, it's not like this looks like it. This is it. So I'm showing you on, I'm not obviously going to put this in the audio podcast, but that's your boy. It's a shot of Bernard looking like he's gonna scream.
Then Bianca really enjoying herself, and then just in the background is an old grainy photo of someone just kind of leaning back with their chebs out.
It's a live action naked lady.
It's a real naked
insane.
woman.
My favorite part about you will be able to find the picture online. In fact, I'm pretty sure I got this on Wikipedia. Yeah. But if you look up the picture, my favorite part is Bernard's face looks like it looks like terrified, but then with the context of this, it also looks like he's about to bust.
Bussin'.
He's just had a quick glance, like,
oh, bless him.
Very, very, very weird situation. I have no idea why there is a literal naked human live action woman in the Rescuers. She's not there now.
So odd. Should we get on to the sequel? Yes. So, Rescuers Down Under, the first proper Disney sequel, which is an interesting one. I was thinking this. Out of all of the films that they had, why this one? Why The Rescuers? Like, it's such an innocuous little solo adventure, you know what I mean? Like, solo film that didn't necessarily need a sequel. But it's so interesting that this was the one that they looked at and they were like, fuck yeah, Rescuers, we need more Rescuers. None of the other ones. How odd. How bizarre.
Because Rescuers 1 was more popular than I thought it was back in the day. Like I say, it outgrows Star Wars in some areas, but now it doesn't really feel like anyone ever talks about it. But back then it's popular enough where it's like, guys, we're going to do something we've never done before. We're going to fucking go back and do it again. I guess part of that you could say is the different studio management at the time, because it was under the management of Michael Eisner, who's a CEO that a lot of people hate because he's very greedy and money focused at Disney. Yeah. And it was also Jeffrey Katzenberg, who famously fell out with Eisner and went off and built the Dream Factory at DreamWorks.
Yes, yeah.
So maybe it was just that more focus where they wanted to do one, and it was like, what can we do? That one. Like, they just picked one at random.
Just throwing darts at the dartboard and just like, Rescuers, here we go. But yeah, so this was directed by Hendel Butoy and Mike Gabriel. You laughing at Hendel Butoy?
Hendel Butoy.
Butoy.
I'd never laugh at Hendel. I'd never laugh at Hendel Butoy, my favorite creative.
I was gonna say you better not, because he's done something that you would very much like, and I've included it in this. So,
has he?
Yes. So both were animators on Fox and the Hound, Black Cauldron, and Mike was a writer for Oliver and Company, which was one of the other ones. Hendel was another animator on Oliver and Company, and you know, they did so well on these, they trusted them to direct Rescuers 2, the first ever Disney sequel. Pretty high honor to be able to do that. Mike eventually afterwards ended up directing Pocahontas, and
just one,
the first one, yeah.
God damn,
that is really good, isn't it? And then he worked on Fantasia 2000 as well, but as an animator.
Ooh.
And he animated one of our favorite sections, the yo-yo section. He animated that.
Oh,
absolutely
sick.
Class. Mike also directed Lorenzo, you know, the short with the tail is sentient on the cat, which ended up winning Best Animated Short at the Oscars, which is really cool.
Oh, I didn't know
so
that.
Before this, Hendel he's mostly like in animation departments and stuff like that. But before doing Rescuers Down Under, he was in the animation department for Transformers the movie.
Oh my god!
And he was also in the animation department for Iron Giant as well, which is really cool. So he still does animation now, but he's gone to Illumination. So his most recent thing was Super Mario Galaxy movie. So yeah,
Well, other people like that.
It's just crazy. These two directors have worked on so much and worked, before and then after, did so much. So yeah, it's really cool.
A lot of the time we do this, the director's like, oh yeah, they worked on this and then a Barney thing and then they fucking never worked again.
Exactly. So it's crazy to see an actual success. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, actual good careers.
This bombed at the box office. This absolutely bombed. And I wrote this down. I can't help but think how different Disney sequels would have been if this did well.
Yeah, good point.
Because they would have put... if this had done well, if this had made bank, because it did not. So the budget for this film was $37,931,000.
How?
Yeah.
Because when we were looking at the first one, that was 7 million.
Yeah, so they went all out, and there's a reason.
Okay.
I think it only made 3,499,000 on opening weekend.
Oh my god!
And made a gross, so the whole thing, of 27 million. So they are 10 million in the red.
Fuck.
So that's from Box Office Mojo. Disney Wiki says that the gross was more like 47 million, but I don't know how. But the Box Office Mojo says that the worldwide was 27 million.
Weird.
They lost so much. They lost 10 million.
Yeah.
And I genuinely,
even if it was 47 million,
that's still,
like, long story short, it's still a loss because of the marketing and the theater costs,
which is
and stuff.
Crazy. So, like, right, this came out against, and this fucked it completely. It came out against Home Alone.
Oh no! Oh, that is so bad.
Home Alone. It's so bad. Like, it had no chance as well. So it released at the same time as Home Alone.
Right.
It released at the same time as Kindergarten Cop.
Oh, shit.
It released at the same time, and this doesn't necessarily cross over, but the parents might have wanted to go and see it, as The Godfather Part 3.
Oh my god. Nothing.
Dances with Wolves and Edward Scissorhands and Misery. So there's like, obviously quite a lot of those don't have the crossover with The Rescuers. Home Alone does, and Kindergarten Cop does, and maybe Edward Scissorhands. Obviously, hindsight is 2020. They had no idea what was going to be the fucking boom that it was. But it's just mental. Yeah. So this was the first, I don't know if it was the first film or the first Disney film to use...
This was the first film?
Yes. Would you believe?
It started with the Rescuin.
Yeah. They just, like, it was just before George, whatever his name is, doing the rocket on the moon. He was like, we got to put the Rescuers 2 out first. So it was either the first film or the first Disney film to use CAPS, which is Computer Animation Production System, for the whole thing. So this is basically... so this is the thing that allows for them to use digital ink and compositing, which became the standard for the Disney sequels. They didn't do like hand-drawn animation from this point, essentially, any of the Disney sequels. But it's crazy because, like, we think, you and me have watched a lot of Disney sequels now. And when we think of Disney sequels, we think poor animation quality or lesser animation quality and a lack of detail. Yeah. They've got no fucking excuse because this film is stunning. This film is gorgeous. It's done on the same kind of software, an older version of that software as well, and they can make it look this good. Every single other Disney sequel has no fucking excuse to look as bad as they do, because this is it's a stunning looking animation. Like, it's so good. And it just shows that with the right budget and the right the right mindset, it can look fucking incredible. And I think that's why the budget was so much higher, because it was the first time using this. So they were probably like, throw everything at it. Let's go. So yeah, that's why I think the budget was higher on this one.
It does look really good as well. Like, other than like, it opens in a really ambitious shot of like zooming through a load of flowers, which is a cool ass shot, but the flowers look like really bad CGI. No. They're not the focus of it, but if you do focus on them,
disagree.
But if you don't look at them,
sick.
No, the shot itself was sick, but the actual flowers look like, if you look at them, if you focus on them too much, it's the same. Like, there's a bit where they're flying through the city of New York and all the cars are silhouettes, but then if you look at the silhouette of a car, it is just like box on a box. That kind of stuff hasn't aged well, but they very cleverly hide it.
Yeah, very, very cleverly hide it. So this film revolves around a kid in Australia called Cody. And he is a lover of the animals, and he goes missing at some point after he's captured by a poacher in the outback. And somehow the mice UN get told about this. And good old trusty Bianca and Bernard have to travel to Australia to go and help this kid out. And hilarity ensues, as we always say. How did you find this?
I mentioned earlier, some people say Rescue's won. I kept seeing people saying it was dark, and it's like, it's not fucking dark. It's normal. It's literally dark. It's cringy and all this kind of stuff. Like, and then this one starts, and it does feel different. It does feel comparatively lighter. Again, literally and figuratively. Yes. Because you've got, like, there's this weird bit where, like, a kangaroo's talking to him, and it was just the tone of the way the kangaroo's talking was like, this is different. And then there's a giant eagle that this kid's riding on the back of, as if it's like a fucking fantasy creature, and it sets up a world that is more fantastical.
100%.
That watching them back to back kind of tripped me up a bit. It was just like, oh, what this isn't the same, because I'm so used to it being like, this is the same fucking story, this is the same fucking characters, this is the same animation style but worse. The characters look the same, but it is a different animation style.
100%.
The story's totally different, the tone's different, and the end result of it for me was that I actually ended up liking this a lot more than I ever expected I would.
I 100% agree. And fans of the podcast, I've lied to you. I've lied to you this entire time. It turns out that I have seen a Disney sequel, and for some reason I haven't seen The Rescuers 1, but I have seen The Rescuers 2.
No way.
I genuinely, the bird, the start with the bird, I typed in, hang on, have I seen this? This feels very familiar. The part where he picks up the feather and he, like, puts his hand across the feather and sort of like that. Instant, like, my mind, like, exploded with memories of this film. And so much of this film, I was watching it and I was like, I've seen this. There's 100% I've seen this. And it had all been locked away somewhere in my brain where, like, I was probably thinking of, like, a different film, like a Page Master or something like that, where I'm not associating it with Disney.
Yeah.
But yeah, for some reason, this is the one Disney sequel that I've actually seen. and I couldn't. It blew my mind. I enjoyed it. I think I enjoyed it more than the original. I think this is fantastic, and it's a really bold sequel to go from such a simple story with the rescuers. Obviously, it's still simple. They're going to rescue someone, but it feels so like there's just so much more, and a major step up for this one is the villain. In McLeish, is it? McLeish.
But McDonald's version.
And he... and him and his iguana called Joanna. Yeah. Phenomenal. What a good little duo. Joanna, played by Frank Welker, by the way.
Sick.
Of course. He just loves being a little freak, doesn't he?
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, so I've definitely seen this before. There were so many sections that I was just like, my God, I've 100% seen this before. And then it would get to another section, mostly the stuff with Bianca and Bernard. I just kind of didn't really remember. But then as soon as it was the stuff with Cody and McLeish.
Leech, like a leech on society.
Yeah.
And then McDonald's.
As soon as it was stuff like that, like the egg scene, literally, as soon as he got the lunchbox out to cook his eggs, I was like, no way. I've 100% seen this because I could remember exactly what happened. Joanna comes in and like steals all the eggs, and he's like trying to move it around, and then he eventually catches her. I was like, yeah, I've seen this. I don't know when. I don't know how long ago, but yeah, it's so odd. But yeah, this film, I don't know about you. Do we want to say what we thought of it properly, or should we save that until we've talked about it a little bit?
I enjoyed this a lot more than the first one, and
agreed.
It's weird because I don't go into any of these wanting to hate it.
No,
but I was a bit like Rescuers was fine, and then this started and it was different. I was just a bit like, I think this is gonna suck. And I also read somewhere as well, just before watching this, that the reason it's the Rescuers Down Under is because Crocodile Dundee did well. And just that kind of tidbit of like, that's why I was like, oh God, this is going to fucking suck.
No way. Oh my God.
And then about the time, so it starts with like the kid, he finds the eagle, he's flown across the crowds, and it's like, this is good but different. About the time McLeish, the villain, gets introduced, and he's driving like a big fucking Mad Max Fury Road car. It's insane. It's just like the first one. The first one felt like it existed in a grounded world, and then there's also like kind of like how 101 Dalmatians did, but then there's also the talking animal aspect. Whereas this one is not a grounded world. It is there's giant eagles and there's Mad Max cars and there's Australian poacher who hunts man now as well. Well, not man, boy, but like, it's so different. And the lizard's great. I fucking love that lizard, the iguana.
Yeah,
thing. It starts with like a jump scare, like the way it just because the kid falls in a hole and then you hear the lizard go, and it just instantly. And he's just right in like this is so freak.
Yeah, I love McLeich's fucking absolute Batmobile kind of thing.
Yeah, it's mad.
It's so mental. Yeah, I think the intro is beautiful, and I think it's one of those where like it started and I was like, I've seen this, but I think I've seen it on like a Instagram reel of like, oh, animation used to be so beautiful, and someone just posts like a full intro of like a film or whatever, and I thought that was where it was from, but it was from when I'd watched it.
The actual movie.
Dude, I was watching that and I've literally just written, "Oh no, I'm crying. This intro is fucking peak." It's beautiful. It's such a gorgeous intro when when the eagle caws and then he does it as well, and then they're flying through the clouds and then he's like water skiing.
Yeah.
It's so well animated. It's such a nice, like, touching moment of like him and the eagle, like, you know, finally having this understanding. So the eagle is essentially right at the start. The animals around like, fuck, the eagles. It's been captured by a poacher, which we later learn to be McLeach. And Cody climbs up. Cody has balls of fucking tungsten, by the way, because he climbs up. He free solos like better than Alex Honnold. You know what I mean? He's just like an absolute mountain goat. Just no fear, no nothing. Climbs up this thing to rescue this eagle that's caught in this trap. And he frees the eagle. The eagle sees the pocket knife that he has, and he's like, "Ah! You're gonna fucking kill me!" And then freaks out. He manages to get him free, and as he unfurls his wings, he knocks Cody off, and then Cody's like falling, and it's terrifying. And then eagle comes in and saves him, and they go on a magical adventure for a little bit, and it's very lovely, and it is a fucking... it's such a good intro, and it's so weird because it's like, how does this link to the Rescuers at all?
Yeah.
And it feels... I think I've written somewhere, it feels like Shoot-In. Like, it feels like they had this story for like an Outback thing, and the Rescuers, they were just like, who can we attach to this? Put the Rescue Rangers in there, but not Chip and Dale. Put the other ones in.
Yeah. But I mean, at the same time, I guess the first one almost feels like two different films as well, because the Rescuers, not as much as this one.
Yeah.
The core concept means that the Rescuers aren't gonna get to the kid until the third act. So you have two different kind of things going on. But we spend a lot more time with Cody than we ever did with Penny.
Yeah, 100%.
Also, this film treats Cody the way that an animated movie usually treats the kid. It's still like a little kid playing Cody. It's like I checked it, it's 10 years old because he sounds older.
Yeah.
But he's an animated movie kid. So he is in peril because the poacher's capturing him and stuff. But it doesn't feel the same as that kid where it was like, oh, this feels a bit more real, the peril.
This feels wrong. Yeah.
This one felt a bit heightened where it's like, yeah, Cody's quote unquote in peril, but like he will get out of it. And I guess you could say that's a weakness, but at the same time, I think it makes his part of the story maybe more engaging because you can do more with him.
Yeah, 100%. It's interesting, like, seeing the difference. I totally agree, because there are a couple of parts where he's like, you know, so eventually he gets captured by the poacher and he gets put into essentially animal jail with all the other animals, and turns out he can understand every single one of them, which, like, yeah, the universe of this is so odd.
Except for the eagle and the evil iguana.
Yeah, how weird.
I don't know if are they choosing to not talk?
They're just choosing. They're choosing to and. It's so strange.
I bet when he was in there, though, I bet he wish he couldn't understand that fucking koala. That fucking negative little piece of shit.
Oh,
so they're in the prison, and there's just a koala, and, like, understandably, at the beginning, he's just like, yeah, we're in here forever. You're going to be a purse one day, mate. But then they start, like, breaking out, and they're making good progress in breaking out. He's still like, let's see how this gets fucked up. Oh, fucking hate it. Shut the fuck up. Just help or shut up, you fucker. Like,
you negative chlamydia-ridden bastard. That's probably why he's so annoyed. He's like, I've got chlamydia. I ain't lasted long, man.
Burns when I piss.
I farted. Oh God.
The only thing we haven't explained
Is Bianca and Bernard.
Yeah, because they have a cute little thing where it starts with him wanting to propose to her, and I was weirdly invested. I was like, I hope he gets to propose.
Oh, go on,
son. And then when they get to Australia, he still wants to propose, but there's a bit of like there's this new fucking I can do anything I want rat boy in it. Was he?
Yeah.
He's a mouse, isn't he?
Jack.
Like
He's like a hopping mouse or something like that.
He's Crocodile Dundee basically as a mouse.
He's Crocodile Dundee, and I genuinely thought it was voiced by him, and I had to look it up, but it's not.
Oh. No. Yeah, I didn't like that guy. He was a piece of shit. I didn't like. When, in the first one, it was a bit like, oh, it's nice. There's no unnecessary conflict, and then this one was a bit like, I don't really fucking care if Bernard thinks Bianca likes this stupid piece of shit rat who wants to sleep with her. Fuck off.
That guy. Yeah, bless him.
This is skipping forward a bit, but I really hit it at the end when he finally gets to propose to her, and it cuts to that little mouse. He goes, "Good job, mate." I was like, "You fucking slimy piece of shit, you two-faced little cunt."
You fucking little wanker. Of course you didn't care. You didn't want this. You didn't want this. You wanted that mouse puss yourself.
What a little bastard.
Honestly, it's so sad because poor Bernard just gets absolutely fucked over all the time, and Jack essentially cucks him for the entire film. He's just like, "Oh mate, this is how you deal with a fucking koala bear," or whatever. He's like, you know, "Oh, you couldn't do this, Bernard, but I can because I'm fucking mint. Bianca, want to go on a date," and all of this. And it's like, fuck off, man. You're a piece of shit. But, yeah, no, me neither. But Bernard smashes it, and he ends up saving the day at the end, and it's lovely. But
actually, speaking of the end, not the very end, but the way they get from where they're at to the end, where, because it's for a lot of the movie, it's just the kid in a cage, and one note actually is because it's a kid in a cage for the entire movie. The last one was an orphan, which is why no one's looking for her. This one, they fucking pretend he gets eaten by crocodiles. They throw the bag down and they pretend the kid's dead, and the rangers bring the destroyed backpack home to the poor mother. And they make a choice to not show her face, and I think it was just because it was like, this is gonna be too much if we show the mother crying.
Yeah, because you just see the top of her lips, kind of thing, and you can see her just kind of thing, and it's so brutal. It's genuinely just so harrowing,
so evil.
It's like, oh, your son is fucking dead. Whoopsie. Yeah.
But yeah, so a lot of the film is just the kid in the cage, because the guy wants to find out where this precious rare eagle is. It's not working, and eventually, to find him, I thought this was genius. I was like, fuck, that's clever as fuck. The way he gets the kid to talk is that he's like, "All right, kid, you're free to go. I heard on the news that the eagle got shot down by someone else. You're a piece of shit. I wanted that eagle for myself, but whatever. Get going then." And then he just mentions in passing something about it's a shame the eggs will die, but survival of the fittest. And so the kid goes to save the eggs.
Yeah.
But the eagle's not dead. I was like, you clever little fuck. That's a good little plan.
Slimy bastard. You really thought this through, you clever bastard. Yeah, it's
I felt dumb because I thought he was really clever for that, and then straight after that he has this little joke where he goes I didn't make it all the way through third grade for nothing. And I was like, oh, is that meant to be a stupid plan? I thought that was really clever.
It's really smart. That part made me laugh so much, but it's Yeah, it genuinely is. He's a fucking street
Genius.
smart. He's outback smart. You know what I mean? He just knows like how to. He's a good manipulator as well. He's man, what a good villain!
It's a good thing.
Genuinely.
It's a good thing. Spoiler alert: he dies at the end because he needed to be nerfed. He was too strong.
He was too strong, and I can't believe that they actually... did you... I don't know if this is an interesting bit of trivia that you might have, but did you see about the edit that they made for the last part?
No.
So at the end, Bernard essentially willingly kills a man because...
Yes! I love that.
So... McLeach is he's on the edge. He's been pushed by something. I can't remember. Was it the crane or something that pushed him? And he's nearly about to fall into the river with the crocodiles. And then Bernard, the absolute fucking menace that he is to society, just walks up to him and just pokes his foot to make him fall into the crocodile pit.
There's like a second's deliberation, then he just kind of like really softly pushes him in.
Yeah. He's like,
So
yeah,
good.
you are willingly killing a man. Like, holy shit. He's going down the river and the crocodiles are trying to get him and everything. And Joanna manages to slink away onto the side of the thing, onto a branch or something like that. And then the crocodiles sense that the waterfall is quite close, so they start swimming away, and McLeach is like, yeah, I fucking got you, fuck you, idiots. Yeah. And then he inevitably goes off the side of the waterfall. But Joanne, his pet iguana, the one that's with him all the time, just like puts her hand up and gives a little wave.
Yeah.
They edited that in either the TV release or something like that. Maybe it was the VHS release. They took that out. The like willing bye-bye kind of thing. It's so odd. Yeah, exactly. Why? I guess it was like, I don't know. It's so odd.
I kind of like that as well because throughout the movie, it is a fucking menace of a lizard, and it's not redeemable or anything. But you see a couple of points where it is cowering and shaking in fear of him, because it's obviously like he's abusive to it. So I kind of like that. Like, yeah, it's a piece of shit, but like it gets to like, but it's free now.
Yeah, exactly. It's free. It gets to go and eat all the eggs at once and all of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought this was a banging film. I thought this was really, really fun.
Yeah, it's very fun.
I think there's one addition that I wasn't. I really like the voice actor for it, which very strange that it was John Candy, who was also in Home Alone, was also in this. So he plays the brother of Orville in the first one, Orville and Wilbur are the names of the original Wright brothers.
Ah, cute.
It's very, very sweet. So, bless, Jim Jordan was the voice of Orville, and he was 80 when he voiced Orville in the original. So unfortunately, bless him, he passed away before the original could come out. Before the sequel could come out. And they got John Candy to be his brother. And he does okay. I was getting really annoyed with him as he was doing stuff where, he was like starting to take off, and he was like, yes, here we go. Oh no, there's some ice. Oh, whoops, it's a slippery bit. Oh, you do da. Oh, it's a bit windy. And it was just like, it's too much, especially with Jim Jordan. He was so good at being Orville. It felt like it was really natural. It felt like he kind of just embodied that character, and John Candy just seems like, obviously, John Candy quite a lot of the time is the kind of bumbling fool. And it just seemed the same with that, and it was just a little bit like, it's a bit not disrespectful to Jim Jordan, but it was like, is this how you see kind of Orville in this?
Yeah. I do think in general the side characters in this are an improvement, because in the first one I only really cared about Bianca and Bernard and the kid. Like, I know you like the villain, but I didn't really care for her. But in this one, the villain's 100%. Good. The villain's sidekick's good. All the like the German mouse you just mentioned, barely on screen, but he's great. The animals that the kids locked up with, you got a lot of like really fun little characters in this, which was nice.
Yeah, 100%. I think Cody is a good kind of balance to the whole thing, and it's wild because like you get this whole film, and in the last 20 minutes, that's when Cody and Bianca and Bernard actually meet for the first time. So you've had an hour or nearly an hour of this film, and then now all of the main characters have finally met each other, and then they go off and kind of try and save the day.
They share less time together than the last kid, definitely, Penny.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah,
there was I remember right at the end, there was a bit. I think it was a bit where I'm like, oh, I actually really like this. And it's when the baddie's driving his little Mad Max car he's going to get the eagle, and the rescuers are on the treads, because it has treads, like a tank.
Yes,
it's like fucking Indiana Jones watching Bernard try and climb up these treads. It was sick.
It's so cool, and they're like, get between the treads, and then they're safe there. That's so it's so smart, honestly.
With the dust dust storm was really well animated as well. It was just
gorgeous. Yeah. It's
I wrote down at that point, I think I actually kind of love this.
Yeah, I think at the end I've written something which we'll get into in a second, but there was that part where Cody's he's running the entire way, and then he starts climbing down the cliff, and as he starts climbing down the cliff, you see the truck come in behind him and park up.
Yeah.
How the fuck did he not notice the giant Batman, Batmobile, absolute Batman, Mad Max motherfucking diesel chugging bulldozer? How did he not notice that behind him?
My favorite part about that as well is that when the eagle gets there, because it's just the eagle's home, and it kind of pans up from the eagle to the van, and you just see the fucking missile attached to the top. Jesus Christ!
Blow that piece of junk out of the sky!
It's just so over the top in the best way.
I think I was crying laughing when I saw that missile. It made me laugh so much. Yeah. Oh, goddamn. So funny.
He's a great villain. He's such a good villain.
So good. Genuinely, we say it a lot, but obviously this was way later than when Disney villains came in, but goddamn, this guy would go ham in the Disney villains game. He would so good in that.
It's like Craven meets Mad Max villain.
Yeah. Craven meets
so
a Morton Joe.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the end of this, we get Cody. The guy's we've got the eagle, but we've got a loose end to tie up, and he's going to kill the kid. He's gonna drop him into. So earlier in the film, as Andy said before, he throws his backpack into there to kind of throw off the rangers who are gonna get him. and be like, oh, he fell into this crocodile pond, he got eaten, and the only thing that was left was his bag. So he goes back there and ties Cody to a crane and sort of dunks him in as like getting the crocodiles all riled up by dunking this boy in and then pulling him out. And he's like, oh, we don't want to make it too easy for the little buggers, do we? And then, it's just the willingness of this guy to just fucking willingly kill a kid is crazy.
Yeah. I did find it was quite funny when, because Bernard, like, turns off the thing so he can't dunk him in. So he goes, oh, well, I'll do it another way. And he starts shooting the rope, but it's also like, if you just aimed a little bit low, you could just bullseye the guy's head. But I get that he wanted it to be in the water so the crocodiles eat him.
100%. But I can't figure so there could be nothing tied
brains
back
out.
To it. Yeah. It's so funny. We've barely talked about Bianca and Bernard because, like, they are realistically they are the side characters, but they do have you know, like a fun adventure. They go.
You know what they're like? They're like what's he called? Fucking Daniel Craig in Knives Out.
Oh,
Bernard Blanc or something like that.
Yes, yeah. But yeah.
He's quote unquote the main character, but like the main character is actually like
everything else that's happening. Yeah.
The person that needs to be rescued. It's a bit like that. I could see that if this continued, that would have been how it went.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, I totally agree. They've got their own little thing going along, but it's not the main focus. Yeah. The main focus is Cody, obviously.
And they're both still cute. I like
very cute. I really enjoyed like seeing them together, and I like the part where he tries to propose and then poor you because a big snake comes out of nowhere.
I did not like that.
No, I thought not.
It was not like a car or a Sir Hiss. This was like a really well animated snake.
This was a very well animated snake, and I was gonna message you and be like, by the way, there's a snake in this, and I totally forgot to. So I'm really sorry.
I assumed there would be because it was Down Under, but at the same time, if you had messaged me there was a snake, I would have thought you got mistaken. And you thought the iguana at the beginning was a snake because it looks like a snake when it gets.
Well, yeah. So that was the other thing I was going to message you about, just in case. I was going to be like, "There's a thing that looks like a snake, but it's not." That's about all I've got on this. I thought this was really fun.
Yeah, same. Pleasantly surprised.
Really,
I thought the first one was totally fine. It wasn't bad, but this was elevated.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think this one had elements of the original, which is really fun. However, I think it managed to one-up a lot of it. And I really, really enjoyed it. Yeah. So, shall we get on to the ranking?
Yeah, so now we've discussed it, we can now officially rank it, get it plugged into our super duper Mad Max Fury Road Absolute Batman Batmobile ranking machine. It is.
Have we added anything to it? Have we added anything to it since the last time? Last time it was. I can't remember what I said. Was it resalinates water, so it just pours a load of salt in?
Yeah.
I think what we've added is just like 2 arms that constantly spray air fresheners, releasing CFCs into the atmosphere. Just you know, and then as soon as those finish, picks up 2 more. So it's terrible for the environment.
Yeah, but it's got a bit of like a diesely smell if you don't do that. So
yes, exactly. So
we don't want to be in the same room.
100%. I mean, if you go in there for too long, you will pass out and probably, die. So we keep it further away.
Cancer.
Maybe. Yeah. That might be the uranium that we put next to it, not in it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't power it. It's just next to it.
But we're going to use this big Goliath polluting machine to decide where we should rank this movie.
Yeah,
because there's four options and we couldn't decide it ourselves.
Yeah, exactly. We feed our thoughts into it. It's been listening this entire time. It's always on. It's like Google. It's always listening.
It sells everything we say as well.
Exactly. It uses it all for generative AI as well.
There's 4 different sections, isn't there? So
there
are
very
bottom with bargain bin. This is what we think of, like, films that like come out and they should instantly be discounted because no one wants them and no one should want them. Oh, sorry, go on. You get that.
So in this category, we currently have Return to Neverland, Lady and the Tramp 2, and Cinderella 2.
They were very unpleasant movies.
They were terrible.
Going up one, we've got straight to video, so not the worst things in the world, but they are kind of the definition of what you think of a Disney sequel. It just comes out to make money. It might keep the kids entertained, but they're not going to remember it, and neither are you.
Yeah. And in this one, we've got 101 Dalmatians 2, Patch's Revenge, and Bambi 2.
It's better than 101 Dalmatians 2.
It really is a lot better than 101 Dalmatians. That's your fault, by the way, because I said 101 should have been in bargain bin.
101's still good. 101's
No, it's not.
Diamond Edition's the next one up. So Diamond Edition would be like one of those kind of movies where Disney would release it on home media and it would give it a nice little pristine copy to get everyone excited. A copy that may or may not include naked women in the windows.
You never know. And then it's
it's happened before.
3.4 million of those go out, and then they have to recall them. So at the minute, the only one in here is the Santa Claus 2, thanks to me, because I thought that was great.
Yeah. And then at the top of the chain, we've got Disney Classics, which basically means this is a movie that's come out as a sequel, but we think it's basically on the level of all the classic Disney stuff. Maybe not on the level of like every classic, it's not on the level of like, it doesn't have to be necessarily on the level of Aladdin and the Lion King, but it's something that's so good that it would stand with that range.
Yeah, 100%. And at the minute, the only 2 that we've got in there are Fantasia 2000 and Cinderella 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Those 2 films have something in common as well. I don't know if you agree on this, but I think those 2 films are 2 films that I think are better than the originals.
Yes, 100%. Totally agree. Cinderella 3 especially is better than both its original and its sequel, because the sequel is a dog shit disaster. And the third is genuinely so shockingly good. Like, we were blown away by it.
Yeah.
Like, so much. And then Fantasia 2000. Fantasia has its merits. It's fantastic. It's got some wonderful sections in it. But 2000 just, steps it up a little bit. And it's just wonderful.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely. And the reason I bring that up is because I think we've both mentioned a few times in this that we thought this exceeded the Rescuers one. Which is why where I'm going to put this is in the Disney Classics. It is actually, this is a fun little ranking thing we thought up, but this is actually, outside of the show, a Disney Classic. This is being released in the cinemas, and it's part of, like, if you get Disney Classics on DVD, on the spine, it'll have, like, number 1, Snow White, number 2, Pinocchio, blah, 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 blah. This is actually one of those, like Frozen 2 and Zootopia 2 and all that are later. But within regards to the show, I think it deserves that, and I think it absolutely is a Disney classic. I think it's one of the better ones we've watched. I think it's definitely in the top 3 of the ones we've watched. It took everything I liked about the first one, bar like 1 or 2 minor things, and it elevated it so much more.
I can't agree with you more, honestly. I think this is absolutely Disney Classics. This is wonderful. I said when this finished, I just wrote in my notes, fuck, this might be the best sequel so far.
I think it's my third favorite, but that's high praise.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think probably in the moment I was like, yeah, this is class. But like thinking back on Cinderella 3, fucking masterpiece. Fantasia 2000, fucking masterpiece. This is very, 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 very close to a masterpiece. But it's great. It's phenomenal. But I 100% agree that this should be in Disney Classics. I think this is such a marked improvement over the original. I think the animation is phenomenal. The fact that it was the first ever Disney sequel and it actually put some fucking effort in. What have I been saying every single time? When are we going to get to one of these that actually tries and is actually good? This is when. And obviously, you know, Cinderella 3.
The first one.
All of that. Yeah. But the first one is where they actually put some fucking effort in. Jesus.
Yeah.
It took a while to get there, but we've found one that actually tries and actually, you know, has a good story, has great animation, you know, plays off the original really well. Yeah, this is great. I really enjoyed this. Really, really enjoyed this.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to officially put it in. There it is. It's in Disney Classics. Both of us said it. Boom. Straight in.
On the back of that, I got like a couple of bits of trivia, not much. So just a couple of ones quickly. The Rescuers between 1977 and this had a few different re-releases because of how successful it was. One of which was in 1989, obviously to get the kids ready for this one. But it kind of didn't do well at that one. And one of the Disney animators who worked on this reckons... They say that Disney lost interest in the project after that, so but it's too late to do anything about it. So I think we know why it failed because of the 20 fucking movies that you mentioned it came out against. But one of the aspects could be as well, Disney may not have wanted to market it that much, so they probably just lost interest and lost faith, and they sent it out to die, which is sad considering how good it is.
Yeah, 100%.
And the only other couple bits I've got is that this was actually going to continue on again. They were going to make a third one, but unfortunately the actress who plays Lady Bianca. Eva Gabor, she died. This was her last film, so they this is it. It didn't continue in any other way. Which is so nice sad and respectful, but yeah. And we've mentioned that the fantastical nature of the flying sequence at the beginning with the eagle. Apparently, Disney were actually inspired by the films of Miyazaki for that scene.
No way! That's class. Let's see what the public have to say about this. A shockingly low rating for the weighted average, from what I can see. Yeah, 3.2 is the weighted average. So it's over, you know, average. 23,244 3-star ratings. There's 3,904 5-star ratings and 265 half-star ratings. So, you know. People like it more than they dislike it. Has 61 fans. So fans are people who put this as one of their favourite films on Letterboxd. We've got some good reviews. We've got one from Dan Holford, who says, a slight improvement from the first, but still rather by the numbers affair compared to other movies company released around this time.
That's definitely fair. It is worth noting this is just after Little Mermaid, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. I realise the improvement probably comes from having the titular rescuers In this one, far less. They're just rather boring characters, the rest of the cast of characters being far more interesting. It's certainly brighter and more colourful than the original, but it's missing that certain charm that this Disney era seems to have, and he gave it 3 stars.
Okay.
We've got a 2.5 stars from Shafralas. Only watched this one out of moral obligation. A resounding meh. It's not even really worth my time to talk about here. I already wrote its portion of the video script, and that's all all the thought I need to devote for this film for the rest of my life. That's scathing. That's so mean. Jacob Martin, formerly known as the Movie King, apparently, gave it 4.5 stars and said, why, oh why, isn't The Rescuers Down Under a major Disney classic? And I can't help but agree. Like, holy shit.
Just while you were reading those out, I did double check just what the first one got, and it is higher as the average, about 3.6, so people did prefer that one.
Yeah, it's crazy. But even then, when I was looking through Letterboxd on the original, it seemed like people were kind of ragging on it a little bit.
Yeah, a bit like,
Yeah.
I do think it's not like a top tier Disney masterpiece in the same sort of vein as like I don't know, like a Beauty and the Beast or Lion King or anything like that.
Yeah.
But it's really high in the fun factor. Like I don't know. I just don't see you being bored watching it.
No, 100%. Totally agree. I think this is a romp. It's a lot of fun, and yeah, I don't
Hilarity
understand
ensues.
why people. What? Yeah, hilarity ensues. It really does. Oh, anyway, that was it. That's the Rescuers Down Under.
Yeah, a shocking turn of events.
Hell yeah,
A major upset. I really thought this was going to be dog shit.
Yeah, same. And I'm really glad that it wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh dear. So what are we looking at next, Andy?
So next we are doing a potentially miserable affair. I can't remember why, but I remember crying at The Fox and the Hound as a little kid. We will need to watch that.
We're
And
gonna
we
have
will
to
also
watch.
need to watch the sequel,
Oh no, I'm not.
which
not.
is called...
Is it called Fox and the Hound 2?
Probably is, to be fair. Can't find it. Yeah, it's called The Fox and the Hound 2. Is it about their kids? Is it about their kids? Is it about their kids? Please don't say it's about their kids. It's an interquel. It's a Bambi 2.
Oh no. Well, we can probably preemptively put it in straight to video.
And there's a slutty dog on the cover.
A slutty dog? No.
Oh,
Well, yeah.
maybe it'll
So
surprise us.
tune in next time for that bad boy, where both of us will probably be very sad. But yeah,
I cannot remember why, but I remember being miserable and beyond consoling watching Fox and the Hound as a kid.
that's it, isn't it?
That
We
is
done.
it, yeah.
That's it.
All done.
Well, thank you so much for listening. Big thank you to producer extraordinaire Jordan G, who also did our artwork. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I hope he enjoyed listening to one of his favourite films get praised.
I
Not
was
one
going to
of his favourite
say,
films.
yeah, we were
A
going to...
film he likes.
We were going to try and get him on, but schedules did not line up, which is a big shame, because it would be good to get him on at one point, and this was one that he was interested in. But we'll get him on another one.
We also need to thank Joe Tyrone for our fantastic theme tune.
We bloody love it, mate, and
Yeah.
all of the stings as well. They're excellent. So yeah, thank you very, very much. Thank you to Andy for editing these. We smashing it, mate.
Thank you.
And if you want to get in contact, please feel free to send us an email. at aftereverafterpod@gmail.com. Let us know what you
Yes.
thought of this film. Let us know your Rescuers memories. Let us know your Rescuers 2 memories. Let us know if you're excited for Fox and the Hound and for us to be crying on pod. But yeah, Andy, where can they find us?
So they can find us on Instagram. You can find us by searching in that little search bar afterpod. We don't post a whole lot on there, but we're going to try and get some more stuff out. But you'll also see there where our episodes are coming out because they're becoming more intermittent than release schedule currently. So it's worth following.
Yep.
You can then find me at Ottoman Movies on Instagram. That's OATMUN Movies. You can also find me on Letterboxd at Otiboat.
Nice. And then you can find me on Instagram. I'm Jimmy Smurds on Instagram. Come follow me. I've got some work stuff and some behind the scenes stuff of what I do. And then on Letterboxd, I am Narumph, Nahrrumph. Come follow me. I haven't posted on there in ages, and because I haven't watched a film in ages until this.
Yeah. There's 2 going on now.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I think that's it, isn't it?
That's pretty much it.
Hell yeah. Andy?
Uh-huh.
I'll see you after ever after.
I'll see you after. Goodbye.
Bye.
The other thing, the conflict thing, it was the cat. I just remembered. There's a cat. They go to the orphanage. There's a cat. Oh god, we're gonna have to watch a cat chase the mice. No, the cat's just like, hey, don't get caught because I'll be out of a job if they see mice in here. Are you here to help Penny? All right, I'll help you.
And he's like, he's like, I'm too old to be catching mice, and he's stretching. He's got a giant fucking mustache and stuff like that. He's class. I love that cat. I can't remember his name, but he's great. Yeah,
we gotta
Rufus,
just skip
the
past the
cat.
fucking
Love him.
Cinderella mice bullshit and just get straight into rescuing.
And it was lovely. I kind of loved the detective work that they had to do to kind of figure out where the kid was going. It was like a Batman thing.
Retracing the crime scene like Arkham. It's like this Bernard's little cowl.
But Bernard's on a gargoyle like this. I can't believe we got a gargoyle meme in the podcast. Luke's gonna be so angry. Oh dear.